back to another video. So today we're in my garage because we're in the middle of this ice and snowstorm. This right now is what it looks like. My cars are covered in a layer of ice and snow, and thankfully, even though one of them should be in here in this garage, I'm glad neither of them are because I wouldn't be able to make this video. So anyways, I thought this would be fun to make and hopefully help out some of you new drifters out there. Like, this is something I learned from going to my first few drift events, are basically, what do you need to bring? What should you bring? Like, what tools should you bring? I'm assuming for your first drift event, you're driving your mostly stock car to the event, so room within the car is very limited. When I went to my first drift event, I brought way too much stuff, assuming that the worst would happen and I would need this and that. And so I wanted to make this video. This is what I bring to my regular drift events. I try to like pack as light as possible, so it's less to pack and less to bring home. But yeah, so let's just go ahead and jump into the video. So the first thing you're obviously gonna need are tires. You're gonna wanna bring some extra tires. You're definitely gonna have to do some research on what specifically tires that you are gonna need for your car and your power to weight and everything. Like, every car is gonna be a little bit different. The tires that I'll be using are BFGoodrich, the G4 Sport Comp 2. These are a 340 tread wear rating, so it's perfect for my car, my skill level, and the power that I'm putting down. They're not gonna be super sticky where I can't get my car to turn or where it's too much stress on the clutch and transmission. But these guys are a summer sport tire that I'm very excited to use at my next drift event. So what comes hand in hand with tires is a tire pressure gauge. Just bring one, even if it's just like the most basic tire pressure gauge that you have. Like, bring something. Well, first thing that I learned the first few drift events I went to is the importance of tire pressure. Like, everyone always talked about it, but I never assumed that it was actually this really big important thing. And I highly recommend bringing like a notepad or a notebook to keep track of the pressures that you're running and how the car reacts to it. Highly, highly, highly recommend, and please keep track of your tire pressures when your tires are cold and then when they're hot. Gonna wanna bring chairs. Bring some chairs, somewhere for you to sit. I got these from Home Depot. They're like these fold out chairs, 25 bucks. Just go grab one or two and they fit anywhere. Definitely bring yourself some chairs to sit on while you're at the event. And as we get into the tools, what kind of tools are you gonna need to bring? Obviously, you're gonna need to bring a jack and some jack stands. Bring at least 2 jacks. Please be safe when you're working on your car. And then some of the tools that you're gonna need, I tried to keep this as like light as possible. The first thing that I always recommend people bringing are obviously a set of your old school wrenches. You can't go wrong with wrenches. And this is nice, as from SK Tools, keeps it in the set, so you know, it stays organized. And then from SK Tools, we also have this 3/8 ratcheting set. It comes with both metric and standard. This really, really helps me stay organized while I'm at events. Like, if I'm missing a socket, I will clearly be able to tell what I'm missing just if it's not there. So this little set definitely helps keep me organized. So you guys know, a lot of these tools I'll have linked down below, so you guys can go ahead and check them out and buy some before your first drift event. And you can get a lot of these tools 25% off at a nice sweet discount if you use my code DONUTS at checkout. You're gonna obviously wanna bring an impact with some impact sockets. That'll definitely save you some time when you're taking wheels on and off. But I always recommend a torque wrench to make sure your wheels are on the right torque setting. The last thing you wanna have happen at your first few events is to go drive around and have your wheel fall off. I always bring a few ratchets, 3/8 and 1/2 inch just in case. A hammer, because you never know when you're gonna need a hammer, and some persuasion, and a few pliers. You know, those pliers and these guys here, just in case. You never know, and having these here, definitely very handy. But last and not least, you're gonna wanna bring yourself some drift stitches, some zip ties in case you hit something and you're gonna have to fix it with some zip ties. So those are most of the tools that I bring to my drift events. Like I said, try to keep it organized and light so I don't have to carry a bunch of stuff. I am less likely to lose things when I don't have as much stuff to bring. For events, you're also gonna wanna bring gloves, okay? Because if something breaks and you have to fix it on the spot, you're gonna get your hands dirty, and that's the last thing you wanna have to do is find a bathroom to wash your hands before you get oil and grease or whatever dirt may be under your car on your steering wheel as you're trying to drift. I know that latex gloves are getting really difficult to find right now just because of the current world situation. Grease Monkey gloves definitely make some latex dipped gloves, which are very nice. It helps keep a lot of the oil and debris out from, you know, the fabric around my hands. You're gonna wanna bring fluids just in case, whether it's brake fluid, some oil, or some coolant. Coolant, especially if you get hot or something breaks, it's just nice to have a little bit that's just for your car, just in case. Don't forget to bring some towels in case you make that mess. Obviously, bring a fire extinguisher. A lot of events won't let you participate without one, but just letting you know, fire extinguisher. Guys, I'm telling you right now, this is probably the most unexpected thing that you might think to buy or have, but you're gonna thank me later, is a yoga mat. A nice inch thick yoga mat, okay? You wanna roll this out before you're putting your knees on that pavement to install your tires or whatever breaks. Like, this is gonna save your back, your knees, or whatever is gonna be laying on the ground while you're working in your car. Like, it's 20 bucks on Amazon. Get an inch thick yoga mat. Thank me later, okay? You'll be so much more comfortable. With all that said, try your best to bring a good attitude and a very open mind when going to your first drift events. Know that you're gonna spin out, know that it's gonna be rough, but just be open-minded and excited to learn with a good attitude. And ask for help if you need it. Everybody in the drift community is very kind and wants to help other people, so don't be afraid to approach other people that have the same car as you, ask for their setup, or ask for people to watch you so that you can see where you're messing up. I'm very excited to be on this journey, and thank you so much for watching, guys. I genuinely hope that this helps you, figure out what to bring to your first few drift events and kind of like what to expect a little bit. But thank you so much. Like, comment, subscribe if you guys are new here. I hope that this snow and ice melts soon so the drift season can start here on the East Coast. But I love you. Thank you so much. Bye.